Hello there, everyone. Jonathan Lee here, host of the METC podcast. You may be wondering why you're hearing my voice on this off week. Well, that's because this is the first METC mini-pod episode that's being released on this podcast feed. Hopefully, you've been able to follow the anchor feed of the METC mini-pod. We have 10 episodes out so far. This is going to be the 11th episode. But instead of releasing them on a separate podcasting feed, they are now going to come out on this particular feed here. So exciting news there. Every week you're going to have some kind of content, whether it's a mini pod or a regular podcast. And for you who have not listened to the mini pod and wondering, what are you talking about? Well, a mini pod is a mini podcast, 5 minutes or less, focusing on one tech tool. We have a community guest on every episode sharing about their favorite tech tool. They tell us what it is, how they use it as educators, how students can use it, and they connect it to ISTE standards. It's really quick, really awesome, great resources. Again, 10 so far have already been completed, and the rest of them will be coming out on this particular podcast feed. So if you're using these tech resources, share out your thoughts on Twitter. If you want to share your favorite tech resource, reach out to me at JLeeTech% and we can discuss how you can share your favorite tool on a future METC mini-pod. These will come out every other week, and then the regular METC podcast will also come out every other week. So, again, every week a new resource to check out. Hopefully you'll find it beneficial. So for those who are just listening to the first one, let's get into episode 11 of the METC mini-pod. Welcome. Thank you for checking out the latest installment of METC's mini-pod. So what is METC's mini-pod? The Midwest Education Technology Community is a community of educators passionate about integrating technology in meaningful ways within education. A mini-pod is a short, 5-minute or less podcast focused on one specific tool shared by one of our community members. Each community guest will highlight one tech tool and give examples of how it can be used within the classroom and how it meets ISTE standards. Be a part of our community. Simply follow us on social media at METC Ed Plus, check out our website at metcedplus.org, listen to any of our content on our YouTube channel, or just by listening to this mini-pod. However you participate, we would love to hear from you. Tweet at us at METCEdPlus and or add the hashtag METCPD. Thank you for listening. Let's see what EdTech tool our community guest will share today.
Hi, my name is Vicki Mikow, and today I'm going to share some ideas on how to use Screencastify and some of the ISTE student standards it meets. First, if you aren't familiar with Screencastify, it's a Google extension that records your screen as you talk. The extension is free and user-friendly. Many teachers use it to flip their lessons by talking through their slide presentations and then sharing those presentations through Google Classroom. But Screencastify isn't just great for teachers, students can totally use it too. One way students use Screencastify in my classroom is to share their digital products. We make websites, games, and virtual reality experiences in CoSpaces. Students can easily walk me through their projects, models, or simulations and explain their process as they go. Recently, my students used CoSpaces to create virtual reality experiences like parkour courses, racing tracks, and choose your own adventure stories. In order to gather feedback, student beta testers tried out each of the designers' projects. The beta testers used Screencastify to capture their screen and voice as they played. Oftentimes, before testing, the designers felt their game was completely ready and there couldn't be any possible confusion or glitches. However, using Screencastify allowed the designers to see those glitches exactly where they occur and refine their design before putting it back out for testing. Using Screencastify allowed students to take the data from the beta testers and adjust their projects to better meet their end users' needs. This is exactly what happens in industries all over the world. Using Screencastify meets the following ISTE student standards. The first standard is empowered learner. It's an empowered learner because students are able to not only demonstrate their learning, but also seek feedback. The next standard is Creative Communicator, because not only did students create a digital object, website, simulator, etc., but they're talking and walking the audience through that design. And finally, Screencastify allows students to be innovative designers. Students can get feedback from beta testers and then refine their prototypes. So if you're looking for a great way for students to share their digital creations, using Screencastify is a perfect way to do it. Thanks for listening.
Thank you for listening to METC's miniPOD. We want to give a huge shout out to our community guests for sharing their expertise on their EdTech tool. Be sure to follow them on social media. What did you think of the tool? Have you used it before? Or is this a new tool for you? If you're using this EdTech tool, share your ideas on Twitter. Please be sure to tag us at METC Ed+ and or add the hashtag METCPD. Have a cool EdTech tool that you would like to share on a future miniPOD? Connect with us on social media and send us a message with your idea. Be sure to check out all of our content on our YouTube channel. Search Midwest Education Technology Community and subscribe to stay up to date on all of our free digital content. The Midwest Education Technology Community. We are connecting innovative learners.